I've kind of wondered, being that the PnB Rock situation is such a high profile situation, how hard do you think it's going to be for them to get rid of the chain or to sell it or to do anything, worthwhile of it?
I would not mention a geographical location in whatsoever, but I want to let you know that chain is already melted down, gone, bro. There's no such thing as impossible. You have to be careful. You can't just go and run wild like, you would think would just, but yeah. Huh. It's out of here. It doesn't exist no more.
Just like that.
Yeah,
Okay.
because the
Man.
value is not in the way it looks. It's in the actual weight of the metal. That's the actual value. It's not even the stones. It's the weight of the metal. So everything is about the weight of the metal these days. It's always has been. So you want somebody that deals, that understands that. They don't give a fuck whose it was, how much you pay for it. They're gonna throw it on the scale and make you an offer. But you gotta be sure and know that they taking it right back there to that fire. It ain't gonna sit around for 30 minutes, 45 minutes. They only wanted to melt it down.
That's kind of where I was going with it. I'd be a little worried that you bring this to the wrong person
No, believe me,
and
the person bold enough
they could easily turn you in or
out here,
do some
out here,
weird shit.
out here, the person comfortable enough to be where he was, bold enough to do what he did. He has a relationship that he knows he can get that done. He's not doing that and then gonna go try to do guesswork on where to take it. Niggas that get down like that out here, they got multiple fences in place for black market dirty shit.
Gotcha.
Just think about it. And I know you on the right side of the law, but you can imagine, even you, every single thing that comes across your plate that's not ethical, you're not gonna take it upon yourself to be, you might not get involved. And some things you may get involved in, you might hear about a little, a sex ring of little kids, of course. But even if you are not, as far as your integrity, willing to participate in certain things, it doesn't mean even you're going to report them or let somebody else know. You're just going to pass. There are so many people that stand on every end of that spectrum willing to do everything in every pocket of life. So you just got to imagine that. It's about the relationship with the person that can facilitate what you need. That's what matters. Because there's a female who would never break the law and never do nothing wrong, who sells jewelry all her life, who would do the same thing for her daughter. Even though she
Right.
wouldn't do it for the guy at Roscoe's, she'd do it for her nephew.
Yeah, I hear you, man.
Oh, it can be done, but like you say, it's a good question because if you're not careful and you don't know what you're doing, trying to get rid of it could be the way they get at you. But that shit is I'm just saying from my personal understanding and thought process, I don't believe it exists anymore. It'd be foolish if it did.
It would be extremely foolish. Exact. Yeah. I
Not
agree.
even anticipating he would lose his life or the fact that you have to take his life. The only people really going after that high profile type of jury know where to take it. They're not wasting their time taking it now trying to sell it to their homie. That's not how it go.
Okay. Some of the other big news to kind of come out of LA. LA related a little bit.
Face
You know,
down, ass
I
up,
know you would
face
have a good,
down, ass up.
insight to this. Is Quando Rondo came out not too long ago, and basically saying that he was laying down his flag, and then he's not neighborhood no more. What was your thoughts on all that?
Well, first I had thoughts that were kind of like influenced by everyone else's and the fact that it was on internet and what he had just went through. And I kind of reacted initially like, oh, but in all actuality, every person in front of a camera should be saying exactly what he's saying, even the most full-fledged active gang members out there. No one should be on the camera trying to prove that that's who they are. Even, especially if that's who you are, your expression on camera should be the exact opposite. So therefore, with that being in mind, I'm gonna give him all the benefits of the doubt and say that could be one of the wisest things he declares, especially being in Georgia where, at least in Fulton County, Huh? They not playing. So if you're cripping in that short career span then got that high profile, you might think it's some coward, buster, scary shit for him to say that. It could be some real smart, sharp, calculated, educated, intelligent, suave, smooth, cool, shrewd to do that.
I seen in a previous interview that he did, probably a few years back, where he, at this point, he completely denied being a Crip at all.
This is my thing. It's hard for me to discuss these subjects with people from that perspective, when we're talking about what someone said on record, on camera. Because really, to be honest with you, that's the only thing you should ever be caught saying on record, on camera. Even myself personally, ever since I've been a professional recording artist or a public person, I've always discussed my gang affiliation in a past tense. And I did it for so long, you can go back through all my content over the years and realize I'm telling you the truth. But it feels like a prophetic position for me to take, because look how they're using lyrics and people claiming to be gang affiliated to bring about charges, cases, and convictions that are as serious as racketeering and RICO, which are all glued together through the concept of a conspiracy, which is the easiest thing to prove in the federal court of law. Why would anybody really savvy to the game judge somebody about being on camera and saying, oh, I'm not no terrorist, gang, organized crime member. I don't got nothing to do with that. How can you judge anyone from declaring that on camera? That's like you expecting.
No, I hear you.
That's like you expecting the devil to show up and say, "Fee, fi, fo, fum, I'm coming to get everybody." No, he's gonna come up singing sweet shit to your ear, making you think you can trust him and love him. So I don't want to blow nobody cover, but I leave my brain open for the possibility that Quando might be on point more so than all his counterparts. I'm gonna give him the room that might be what's going on. I also, not trying to add to nobody's investigation, everybody acting like, what, nobody. I also consider the fact that might have been a successful mission.
Yeah, okay.
Huh? Everybody looking at him like he's supposed to be explaining his every move. Everybody thought Kaiser Sose was a punk. He was getting socked in the ribs, pissing blood. Huh? He couldn't walk right. Kaiser Sose. I give Quando Rondo the benefit of the doubt. He might be Kaiser Sose around this motherfucker.